broadcasting. Joy, 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 everybody. This is Swami, the Orange Cowboy, and I'm here today. I'm so excited to introduce to you and share with you the promoters, the producers who created the Human Enlightenment Festival that's going to take place in Greece, and not just Greece, but in Delphi, where the sacred temple of Apollo is. And they're going to have this festival in September. And so I'm pleased to bring them in. You see them on this screen with me. There's Jeff, Petra, and Thalia. And Jeff, how did this festival? Welcome, all of you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Hey, it's great to be here.
Jeff, how did this festival get started?
I've been doing consciousness festivals for the last 10 years or so, and been looking to produce one in the beautiful land of Greece. About a year or so ago, I connected with two wonderful people, Petra and Talia, who Petra's been doing some wonderful festivals herself over in Athens and Cyprus, and Talia's been doing some wonderful work too. And we had this brainstorm in the beginning of the year that we should create one of Talia's branding terms, which is human enlightenment, as a festival in Greece. And so, Petra's been doing a lot of the groundwork over there in terms of setting things up in the beautiful area of Delphi.
So now you're not in Greece right now, Jeff. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm based in the United States, so on the East Coast, New Jersey, Virginia, around this area.
And Petra, you are in Greece right now.
Yeah,
Hello, Petra.
I'm in Greece and I work for the film festivals for
So
15 years.
tell
Greece
us a
and
little bit.
Cyprus.
How did you come up with this festival that we're talking about now, the Human Enlightenment Festival? What can you tell us about
Me and Tanya liked the idea of Jeff, and me as a festival organizer, I thought that it's great to all people from all over the world to come in Greece and to Delphi. So apart from human enlightenment films that occasionally we were screening in our film festivals, there will be more sessions, retreats, better networking, and as a vision, it is great that everything this will start in Greece. So we will be enlightened with the Greek spirit and Apollo light.
Wonderful. We're going to get more into that in a minute. And I'm going to come to Thalia in a minute. I just want to say, if you're on Facebook, please, we already have 4 people who are watching the show with us. Chantalyn from California, and Tyson from Canada. And let's see, Jean from Canada, and Arun from India. So this is quite an international group of people watching the show. For Petra, Tetra, and Jeff, if you want to click the share button on your Facebook page, you'll let your friends and family and followers know we're here.
Okay.
Right?
Just to share the link. Okay.
Share the link, right, to your homepage or whatever pages you have followers at. And I'm going to say, yeah, so if there's any questions from all you who are watching this interview, please type them in there and we will have the team, the producers, answer that for you. And Talia, so tell us how you came up with this idea of this festival.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for the question. Well, Jeffrey mentioned about festivals, and he introduced me to some people with Petra, and they all said, we like to go to Greece, but we don't know how, to connect. So I got this message because I'm clairvoyant from the day I remember myself. I think I remember my birth. And I said, well, Delphi just came to me. I have this thing from the time I was a child. I will visualize the sun right in front of me, and I walk in it, and I get the truth for everything I wanted. And later on, when I was studying mythology and the conscious of the gods, what does that mean? For me, gods means the conscious of all of us. Apollo was the god of the light, the god of the music, the writers, the poems, the science, the medicine. And I was so inspired about his multi-talents of giving to us unconditionally. And then later on, we got to the historical world. But that was the original conscious, and every nationality have their own. But I use it, and I know it works. And I said, how about if I initiate all these people with that connection, who will come and be that human connection, and in that beautiful place, which is so magical and is so inspiring. And there is the navel of the earth also. You will see it on the museum, you will see it on the temple. So I make a trip at winter, and I went with Petra and really organize talking to people where we're going to stay. Petra did a tremendous work to find the hotels, the food, the dancers, the music, and everything else. And Jeffrey attract all these beautiful teachers who is they're going to be there. So I will teach 4 days on the road, 3 hours every day. It will be tremendous meditations, connections, and initiation with the Apollo light. That's my work in the festival.
Terrific. So we have, so just to sort of summarize, that you've chosen the Apollo Temple in Delphi because Apollo offers so many blessings of music and prophecy and healing and light, and you thought this would be a great place for people to experience some of this and awaken
Yes.
some more.
Yes, because the light, we all know about the light, and we need to understand how can we connect it. And when we know that, our life is magical. When I also teach Feng Shui, I teach how to bring the heavenly luck to the earthly luck. And we connect it like the infinity sign, and then we can have it all. Why not? So it will be a fantastic connection there. I love to connect with other human beings and just share and hugs and not just a telephone. I just love the presentations.
I'm going to play a little video for everybody of what they'll see in the temple. Let me share my screen, and then I'm going to have Petra say something as you. If you look at your Facebook page, you'll see the video playing, and it is playing right now, I believe. Let me check mine. Well, it might be a little delayed. Oh, sharing. Yeah, I'm sharing right now. Google. It's being shown. So let's see. So Petra, maybe you can tell us a little bit about what you've experienced there for yourself.
Yes. The participants, will have the opportunity to join.
It's going live now.
And the participants will have the opportunity to mingle with Greek spiritual masters and teachers, and also the Greek spiritual teachers will have the opportunity to meet the teachers from abroad. And there are several trends here in Greece regarding the alternative medicine, alternative therapies. So I think it's great that everybody will be in Delphi this year, this September. The festival is is designed to be for 8 days, so to be able to accommodate many people and many aspects from the several activities. There will be, of course, meditations, retreats, film screenings of human enlightenment genre, and Greek cooking lessons. And foreigner people will be able to meet, to learn about Greek products and herbs, and of course to walk on the archaeological site of Delphi and the oracle of Apollo. We are going to meditate in the temple of Athena.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody is seeing these photographs of the Delphi temple and the ruins and the mountains all around. So when you were there, what did you feel personally? Did you feel some sort of spiritual anything when you were? Because we're looking at these people, I'm transforming just looking at these beautiful ruins.
Personally, I feel like that I'm on the top of the world. I am in the middle of the universe.
Okay.
I feel full of energy. I feel that I love all the universe, all the earth. Yeah, that I feel that we're all connected. I love it. I would like to share with everybody these feelings.
Wow. Beautiful. And Talia, what did you feel when you were walking in these beautiful grounds?
Well, thank you for asking me. When I am there, actually, I've been a few times there because it's so magical for me. When I walk on the temple, I like to be quiet and I go off the scenes. And a lot of times the guards is yelling at me because I want to hear the whispers of the wisdom, which is right there. And a lot of times I see the visions and the messages, and it's just magical. And actually, when I came back, I wrote a story which is almost completed, pretty much like another book, which is very deep. So it's really is no way anyone which is going to be there is not going to open the third eye or um, their
Spiritual awakening.
Spiritual awakening. It will be so tremendous, and their psychic. That's what I want to say. Their psyche it will be, because just connected with that light, as I talk about it a lot, the sun, and how you connect with that, and then how you're going to listen to those messages, and then you are really you open to all these possibilities, and they just come from nowhere, and you sitting in your living room or over there. When you are there, you might even finish a whole book. I get to the story when Dr. Dyer went to Athens and he walked in the middle of the night going to the Acropolis, and then he wrote his book, The Wisdom of the Ages, because it's so magical. Those areas, it's not an accident. They keep repeating and teaching on the universities the wisdom of the mythology, but the wisdom of the philosophy. It's a reason for it's been given to us, and they are alive. They want us to connect, and I think this is the time to connect. That's how I feel.
Wonderful. Yeah, so we passed thank you for both of you for sharing your experiences there. One of the pictures, one of the maps that they showed was the Apollo temple, and on another island is the Zeus temple. So it's like, wow, the history, the mythology, if you will, is coming alive. I'm getting very excited just seeing all of that, because it's something we read as children, and now here it is. It's actually something where we can go and explore. Let's see here who else is coming. Kelly Jean has joined us. Thank you. Hello, Kelly.
Question?
Yeah, let's see. Kelly's has something. She's saying Happy Super Soul Sunday all. She lived on the island of Cyprus for many years. Very cool. Maybe you want to join us. How can people, if people want to come on this trip, Jeff, what I'm going to put up a page for them. Where would they go to actually sign up and learn more?
It's the humanenlightenmentfestival.com. They can go there and they can get all the information about how to sign up, the dates of the festival, who's going to be, this is a co-created project, and we have many people signing on every day to share their talents. We're going to have everybody from beautiful crystal bowl sound baths to theta healing to wonderful angel meditations and beautiful sound musicians coming in and exploring their spiritual sounds. So it's going to be a full week of fantastic people and at a beautiful site where it all started and created for us as humans. So,
wonderful. So
humanenlightenmentfestival.com.
humanenlightenmentfestival.com. That's what you folks are looking at right now. Is you see the picture of the videos there, and there's Jeffrey listed. All things are going to happen, and I'm also going to show you some of the guests and maybe whoever, Petra, and she's the co-host, and Jeff is the co-host, and that's where we have Monique.
Yeah, so we have Monique Darling and Peter Peterson.
And Faina Cohn. I got sort of name out of the people. You want to say something about Monique, Jeff?
Yeah, Monique Darling does these wonderful adoration pujas and all kinds of beautiful rituals, and she travels the world. She does heartfelt relationship coaching, and wonderful person. Her partner, who'll be out there also, Peter Peterson, does this fantastic movement, everything from qigong to just bringing flow in the world. And so he breaks the mood and gets everybody connected with their bodies, and it's just a wonderful atmosphere. Faina Cohen, she's a fantastic angel of bliss. She knows how to connect to people's souls. She does past life regression meditations, where she brings a group of people into where they stem from.
And she's also a psychotherapist.
Yes, she does everything. So,
and next is Kai Shanti.
Kai Shanti is she got her training through a series of gurus to do Shaktipat, and she's now devoted to bringing divine energy into people, pulling out whatever's clogging in their energy, pulling it out, and bringing them into divinity. Fantastic, wonderful soul.
Beautiful.
Jill
Next
Michelle.
We have Jill Michelle.
Yes, there are wonderful sound bath crystal ball healers. What Jill has is this unique gift of taking the data balls and just encoding information into people and healing them at their soul level. So it's more than just listening to beautiful sound bath of crystal balls. You get a healing and an understanding from everything that she does. She's a master at it.
Wow. Next we have somebody called Thalia. Can you tell us what you do?
Yes. I study alternative medicine and holistic psychology, and I'm a Reiki master teacher. I did all energy things, but my original studies, it was in business. So two different things. I was unhappy doing that. Anything it has to do with non-spiritual work. So I do that for 43 years, actually. I was a very young woman when I started. My dream, it was to see alternative medicine on the hospitals and doctors. I am married to a doctor, and I know it was a challenge to see that, but I really do. Every time I go to hospitals, I take a pictures because they have a sign there. It says Reiki treatments or whatever, energy and psychotherapy, so the other holistic and because I knew from the time I was a child, it was a different kind of a cure. We have to compound and be compatible the medicine and the alternative to go to the deeper level on the soul. And I knew the values of vision because I was clairvoyant. So that's what I did all my life. And I'm a writer. I wrote few books, The Gratitude Equal Increase, and it was my methodology. Practice that, channeling that from Aristotle, the philosopher, and then I followed that and I practiced that for 40 years very successfully. And I did studies for cancer for 10 years. So I I love working for human. I'm very compassionate to human nature. So that's what I do.
You also have Feng Shui master,
I'm a
and
Feng
you've written
Shui,
a
yes, and
screenplay.
yes, and that
Tell
was
us.
I started as a fun, and I ended doing it as a business because people will call me. It takes me to understand what is the values of bringing the heavenly love into the earthly love and connectedness and an affinity, and then we have it all. It is our birthright to have it all. And I want to spread that for people to understand it. And that's why
Beautiful.
I choose Apollo this time,
All
because
right.
Apollo was the multi-scale of you can do everything and you can be happy doing everything you
Beautiful. Beautiful.
want to.
And then there's this guy in orange listed here too. He looks a little bit familiar. And that's me.
Oh my God,
And
I said to say, and he's
I
wearing
will be
happy cow.
talking, I'll be sharing about my TV show, Talking with the Angels, and helping people connect with their angels and spirits and guides for instant transformation and instant bliss of joy. And I've been doing this for about 40 years. I wrote an Amazon #1 bestseller called The Ayurveda Encyclopedia. And I also have a screenplay, and that's a comedy about listening to our angels and listening to our hearts and balancing mind and body, left brain, right brain,
Wonderful, wonderful.
heart and brain. And so now I'm going to come over to Angels want Petra to say something. So we're back. Everybody could see all of these beautiful people from around the world. Petra, well, let's see. First, we have some more new people showing up here. Armando, thanks for joining us, Armando. And let's see, we have some Tyson's.
Armando, Armando comes to the film festivals. He was
Oh,
in
bravo.
Greece last year, and this year will come in Cyprus, in the Cyprus Film Festival in June. I hope he joins us also in September in the
Oh,
Human
very good.
Enlightenment Festival. And
And
the Indian Hanu Rose is a very good also festival organizer in India. I was last January in his festival in Jaipur. So he
wow.
appreciates what we do. So thanks
And
for
we also
coming.
thank you.
Uh,
Also, Julianne is here too. I don't know who knows Julianne, but she's watching with us too now. And Tyson, my friend Tyson says he's from Canada. He says the wisdom of the ages is available to download at sacred sites.
Oh, thank you.
That's very exciting. And Kelly Jean says, sounds beautiful. She will share multiple times, as I do know this is a great place for spiritual and soul-filled journeys. Thank you for sharing, Kelly Jean. Petra, what else? I feel the angels want you to tell us more, something spiritual about this location or this
I
event.
would like to mention, of course, it's early enough now, but we believe that this will be a huge event. So it's good that we start promoting right now, and I think I believe that one of the reasons that this will be a spectacular and spiritual and enlightened festival is because of you, Swami, because you are you are the one who get the idea to promote, to start talking about the festival, and thank you very much, because this motivates us more to accomplish, to be ready to accomplish everything. I would like to mention two Greek participants, Eleftherios Argyropoulos. He is known about his teaching for Know the Self, and he's a mathematician, and with Pythagorean numerology, he will show us how we can read through the numbers destiny, love, faith, and secret secrets in the Greek alphabet. Also, Apollonios, he's a musician, and he will teach us how we can be healed through the ancient Greek music. So I think, so we have two Greek participants up to now. And the program, as I told before, will include several activities that people also who are very familiar or related with such activities can come, can join us, and have a very good time. There will be also walks in the path of gods. People who like hiking, who like to be in the nature, are most welcomed, and will have a fabulous time with us in September in Delphi. There will be a visit and a guide to the Apollonian Botanic Garden, when we're going to learn about the magical health benefits, as I told you, the Greek herbs and the flowers, and also how we can apply the benefits, how we can apply the herbs and the good ingredients, healthy ingredients in our food in order to have a healthy life, and many more. So you can visit the website.
Yeah, I put the link up right on the page there. You can click right on it there and go right to the site and register.
Yes, and it will be updated daily, I think, right, Jeff?
Yes.
With more information and participants.
Absolutely. Everything's being logged on. We're getting new presenters and new artists every day. And, by summertime, we'll have a full lineup that we can share with everybody. But right now, we're just getting the word out so people can plan. It's a big trip for a lot of people, so we want to make sure they have time to plan it out.
Yeah.
So what we can do is, go ahead, Petra.
Yes, at night there will be live entertainment. So we booked an amphitheater that will host. Yeah, it is near our hotel and the other venues, and we'll have also musicians from abroad and Greece. They will have the opportunity to come and play. There are 8 nights, so there is room for everybody to join us and share their energy through their art during the Human Enlightenment Festival.
Wow. So,
there is also, I think maybe you are the one who can announce a special offer for participate in the festival because of you and because of this interview. Yes, we have a special offer for the participants and the people
people go to my website. I've actually created a Tibetan bowl sound bath I use the actual metal ones as opposed to the woman you talked about using the
Okay.
glass one. Um, so I created it to I channeled the music through the sound bath, and if you go to my website orangecowboy.com, orange like the color, cowboy like the hat, and right there just put in your name and email address, and it'll take you right to download. I think it's a half an hour session. It's my gift to anybody who wants to just let those healing energies and visionary energies wash over you and reprogram you and energize you and open your heart and mind and soul and joy. I'll put that in there. It's
Beautiful.
orange
And
cowboy um,
Swami,
free sound bath Tibetan bowl.
can I mention something else?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, Thalia.
Okay. I just thought I forgot to mention I will love to have lots of artists in this festival and writers and actors and actresses and producers because I will teach the Wheel of Fame. And in any age, you can start the Wheel of Fame. And it is connected with the light of the Apollo or the light, whatever. This is just a conscious. We call it the light of the Apollo. But it's just a conscious. But I do teach the wheel. And if you go to the museums, you will see a lot of these wheels, and especially in Greece. And I think I connecting with that particular wheel, that's why up to today we teach in these in our universities and schools because they really became very famous because it starts with the letter F, and the letter F stands for force, which is mean light. And so I teach that, and I taught that in Cyprus 2 years ago, and I got great reports. And I would love to teach people who is they really want to be on the fame wheel, because fame list means light, and I've been misled through the years and think it has to do with the ego, and it's not. It's connected with the light.
Wow,
So,
that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that because so just to be clear, you're telling actors and actresses and anybody who wants to help the world, you're going to
yes,
teach a workshop in how to spread your life, which is another way of saying spiritually fame.
yes, yes.
Wow, I'm excited. That's very
Yeah.
cool.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. My God, this is such a gift from you. You're such a generous soul.
Well, this is a beautiful gift that you're offering people to come out to these temples, and I just love to share light. You know, that's what I do. When I was a child, I fell into two swimming pools, and my archangel Uriel pulled me out and saved my life, but only after I went to heaven and brought some light back with me. I didn't get enough light the first time. Being 6 years old, I needed a bigger pouch or something. So I'm all about sharing the light and helping everybody who wants to share the light. And
Yes, that's
question
what.
for you, Petra. Petra, you
Yes.
said talking about the amphitheaters there. Will the teachers be teaching in the Apollo amphitheater? Is that allowable? Are we allowed to walk into the amphitheater and teach there?
Uh, yes, yes. There is entrance, of course, but I think they can go and stay for the day, and because it's a very big area there, they can go as a group of 5, 10 persons and have a talk, have
Yeah,
a
because
teaching. Yeah.
thinking if the teachers teach right in the amphitheater, how aligned would that be? To have Apollo blessing the classes right then and there.
There will be, but it will be also noise because many people are visiting the
That's,
place.
well,
But there are other places that we can show them nearby that they can do the same.
okay,
I
okay.
mean,
Yes,
they can do their teaching more quietly. Yeah.
sure. Yeah, for those who need that, that's a good point. For me, I'm
Yeah.
all about whatever's
Yeah. And
happening.
so, yeah, in the Temple of Athena, we can go daily and we can have meditation.
Wow.
And then some people can do their teaching. So every day can be a different teacher can book the place so to have his teaching quietly in a sacred area like the Temple of Athena.
Yeah, this is really exciting because what you're saying is, yeah, you can take courses from even these people anywhere in the world, but come to Greece and get the courses in the actual vibrational locations where the earth and the stars align and Apollo and Athena taught and shared, be right there and they're teaching right there. It's like I'm already vibrating, just like pure vibration. I've never felt like this before.
Yes.
This is what an amazing thing when you think about it that way. Kelly, I can't even speak anymore from after that realization. Kelly Jean says hi to Chris. Chris has just joined us. Thanks for joining us, Chris.
Thank you.
And Kelly says Cyprus Daily News, Cyprus aerial filming, Paphos, Cyprus. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe you guys know what that is.
We do the festival in Paphos, but Kay says that.
Hi to Chris. Chris is. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to. What were you saying, Petra?
In June, we do the film festival in Paphos, Cyprus.
Oh,
So
okay.
Kelly is mentioning that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for sharing Petros's film festival.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Kelly.
Talking about filming, I'd like to get Jeff back in because there's. If you thought that was all that's going on, which is more than you can imagine, Jeff is also going to be doing something, filming this or broadcasting this. Jeff, tell us more about it.
Yeah, so we discussed the beauty of having workshops and speakers going into the actual ancient ruins and the amphitheater. What Petra has set up is an actual amphitheater that we can set up where people can come and artists can perform, and we can live broadcast right from the spot and have a beautiful video and complete film of everything that's happening on the site. So if you can't make it out to the festival, we hope you can, but you're going to be able to watch it live as we stream it with all these performers and everybody straight from the site. So it's going to be a wonderful experience to be there, but even a wonderful experience if you can't make it out. So.
And so now then, and you're live streaming it, people then can come back and watch it again, have memories of it. Maybe, I don't know, this may be available. They can purchase this. So we have some more people. Dr. Roberta is on with us too now. And Liberty is here from Canada. So we've got people from all over the world now watching this international interview.
Thank you.
Well, that's what it is. We're trying to create an atmosphere of a global world, global citizens all coming together for human enlightenment at the center of the universe. So it's great that we're getting people from all around.
Yeah, it is called the center or the navel of the universe. Yes, Petra.
Yeah, I would like to mention and to memorize in 1927 and in 1930, an American woman had the vision to join all the people in the navel of the earth. So with Angelos Sikelianos, Angelos Sikelianos is a Greek poet. Mrs. Palmer did all the work, and she spent also a lot of money and invited around 2,000 people from America and from Europe to Delphi.
Wow.
To celebrate. So, and also to have music contest, theater contest, to show them how Greek people live in the fields, how they wove the textiles with pure wool, and also to have spiritual teachings and lectures and exchange of opinions and ideas. So since that time, since 1927, they had this human enlightenment gathering, and they called that as Delphic celebrations, celebrations in Delphi, Delphic celebrations. So I'm thrilled that, and I have goosebumps that now we are going to do this, not the same, but we are inspired from all this movement 90 years ago from an American lady and a Greek poet, and who invite all the people to come to Delphi and to celebrate together.
Well, Petra,
Not
thank you
only
for
to teach and to talk and to feel the energy, but also to celebrate in Delphi.
Yeah, it's the age of celebration. So this is the time, this is what we need to learn, is we don't need to work anymore. It's the golden era. And those who are awake are preparing the celebration. And Petra, thank you for reincarnating from 90 years ago back to today to redo your festival.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, when I realized that, I say, wow, that something is happening now. Something is
And
happening
also,
here.
when you were talking about the mathematician, I got a very big hit that he's somehow connected to Pythagoras, if not Pythagoras.
Yeah.
So,
I know his personal story, and he told us that when he was 5 or 4 years old, he fell down and he hit on the head. And afterwards, he woke up, he started calculated numbers.
wow.
And also he started to decode the words in numbers.
Wow.
So after this hit, after he fell down and hit his
Which part
head,
of the head did he hit?
Eleftherios.
So I'd like to
Yeah,
get that too.
and yeah, and also but he proves, of course, because he's a mathematician, he's proving all these things. And his name, he has a fantastic name, Eleftherios, and Thalia can tell us what Eleftheria means, right?
Yes, I can.
Eleftheria.
It means freedom. It seems to me like the ancient Greeks worked so much about the word freedom, and they channel that just later on call it a democracy. So Plato, I always says, before you vote, why don't you read Plato? It just teach you how to vote. I know I don't want to get to politics, but I always do for some reason. It is part of my code in this life. Um, but just get there, just to connect with all these human enlightened people, you rejuvenating. I do this meditation, which I will do that over there too, which you go to the pool of youth. And I have that as a game. When I feel tired, I go, and then everybody says, "Well, what did you do in your face?" I haven't done nothing in my face. Actually, I make my own creams and my own remedies. So you just keep living that youth energy, but you need to connect with that, because when I reconnect with that energy, that spirit told me I was abandoned, because people just don't look to that youth energy inside them. They look like how to really go and have an operations and all these. And I'm not judging these. It's just, but if you connect with inside you with the youth energy, I wrote my script for my movie on the age of 64. And that was my plan. When I'm in my 60s, in my retiree years, I will write the story. So I have no limits in aging. And I want you to have that too, because I plan to not take anything with me when I leave this planet. When my soul leaves, I just want a new things. So anything I know, I like to just leave it behind me for the other generation. So that will be my joy to do. And thank you for teaching me how to use joy again. I use the word a lot. I get up in the morning and I always says, I choose to be happy today. And now I add the word, I choose to be happy and joyful today, and make everyone around me happy and joyful. So thank you, Swami. for
What's the
reminding me
word?
to add that word.
What's the word in Greece for joy?
Ευτυχία, euphoria is pretty much the same. We don't
Ah,
have the joy.
Euphoria.
Yeah, it's
euphoria.
euphoria.
How
Yeah,
beautiful.
it's like
It's a Greek
a
word.
bliss actually. It's a bliss.
That is an amazing word. I'm going to have to start using that again
Thank
because
you.
that is wonderful. Hello to let's see, we have Daryl from Grenada with us too. He's joined in the
I
conversation.
know.
So let's for those who are new, and we're kind of winding down, but we're talking about that. For those who have recently joined us, you're talking to the producers, the promoters of the Human Enlightenment Festival. It's going to take place in September in Greece at the Apollo Theater. That's funny. Not that Apollo Theater, the one in Greece, the Apollo Temple in Delphi. And there are going to be, so far there's probably about 8 to 10 teachers coming, and they're doing all sorts of healings, and there are musicians coming, and we'll get to do our healings and courses with the teachers in the various temples, and there will be other activities, music in the evening. It's a chance for us all to get healings, and awakenings is probably a better word, because once we're healed, then there's nothing to heal anymore. We just awaken into the celebration and align ourselves with these great teachers. And more than that, that aligning ourselves with these great teachers right on the spot where Euphoria was born, right where joy of Apollo and the other gods, goddesses taught and shared and vibrated, and where Plato and Aristotle must have walked with their feet. So
Yes.
I'm getting body bumps now from head to toe just thinking about that. Standing on the same place barefoot where Plato and Socrates stood. Wow.
And
And
go ahead.
yes. And so this will be filmed. We have Petra and Jeff who have promoted various festivals. Jeff will be filming it as well. And Thalia is bringing the spiritual vision of Greece and the gods and goddesses to all of us now here. And Kelly's saying joy, 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 but she's typing it also in Greek. Exapa. X-A-P-A.
Euphoria.
Huh?
Euphoria. It is a Greek word.
Oh, that's how you say euphoria.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you, Kelly. I want to get a t-shirt made like that. That's really
Can I
cool.
say something?
Yes, please.
Um, the more we are, the better it will be, because through the powerful conscious of lighting, we can really change the world. Our world today is focusing on the lack of the economy and the lack of killings and guns and all this. And we need to really spread more light. And I always go to Aristotle when he says, one bird, it does not bring spring.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
We
Let's
have,
end on that beautiful note, because I have to get off and get into another event. So one bird does not alone bring spring. Thank you for
yes,
that. Join us at this event in Greece, the Human Enlightenment Festival. I want to thank all of you, Jeff and Petra and Thalia, for sharing your time and your vision. And
we,
all of you who are watching the show, do share this out to your friends and family around the world. And we'll be back as they get some more new information. I'll invite them back on, and we'll talk about all the updates. Thank you all so much. Euphoria, euphoria, euphoria.
thank
Joy,
you.
joy, joy.
Thank you, Swami.
Thank you, Swami. God bless.
Thank you so much, Swami, for hosting us. Thank you.